Hello guys, and welcome to this how-to tutorial. In this little tutorial I won't actually be doing what I'm going to be trying to show you, but you should be able to get the gist. Okay, so what I'm going to try and show you in this tutorial is how you change your wheels round on the Ultra Diecast models to represent these here. Because at the moment, your standard Ultra Diecast model comes with your wheels like that on your trucks, when actually on the real life lorries they look like that. So how do I hear you ask, do you change them round? Well, it's quite simple. First it involves you taking the tyres off, and they come off quite easy on them, and then a bit harder on the doubles. Now once you've got them off, you need some pliers, and you just pull, but try not to bend the axle in the process, and also don't lose the little black spacer that comes on the singles. Then once you've got that off, it should slide out quite nicely. And I'm sure I've got somewhere in my little box of goodies over here a broken axle which shows you what they kind of look like. Yeah, here we are. Here's a broken axle. This is what they look like when they're out. Of course they should be straight. There's your little spacer, and there's your wheel without the tyre on. So what you're basically doing, once you've taken that out, and then you've taken that one out, and the double axle one will put up more of a struggle than that one, and will end up slightly looking like a pig's ear like that one did. But once you've got that one out as well, it's a simple case of you slotting the single one in there and putting everything back, and then putting the double one in there and putting everything back. Of course they don't move though, the tyres, that well, because you've slightly bent their wheel bits. But all in all, it makes for a great little model once it's redone. Just take some force in getting them off. As I say, a double one does put up more of a fight, and you do need to be careful not to make it total pig's ear, because I nearly lost that in the bit there altogether. And of course because of that it's made the wheel slightly out of shape. I think that's the main reason it doesn't turn round properly. And of course it does overhang as well, because it doesn't quite push back onto the axle like it did when it was in there, but it still does the job. It looks the business. You have your rear tag axle then in the correct place. I know some of the lorries that Steyr-Rots are getting do have it there now, but to be more accurate it needs to be on the back. It's because Ultra Diecast just have a general casting. So yep, that's basically, and this is how the tyres go back on as well. They do go on quite easily. You just push it gently round until it's on. Same with them. The second wheel is a little bit harder in coming off. I'll show you. Because you get it to the middle, like so, and it takes forever to come off. Once you've got it off, you're left with, of course, that bit, and then you pull it. To get it back on, it's basically the same as the other. Although it does take a while to get the tyres on this side, but it does go on more easily because you've got that other tyre. So that's the tyres back on, and that's also a quick little talk at how you change the tyres. I hope that helps the people that are asking on how you change the tyres. I would have done a proper demo, but I haven't got them all to hand properly to do that for, just for show purposes. as all my models are either in a box or in other places. So thank you very much for watching the channel. I'll see you shortly. Liked our video? Then also like James Bonnet Photography and Models on Facebook for more great photos, videos and general photography.